again, class 559. All right, let's continue with Learn to Speak Up, page 86, list number 8, present conditional, the conditional sentences. Si llevaras agenda, no se te olvidarían las cosas. If you carried, llevaras encima, if you carried an agenda, claro, llevar una agenda de un sitio, del punto A al punto B es to take. Eso es llevar trasladando. But llevar portando is to carry. If you carried, tiene sentido así, ¿no? Okay. If you carried an agenda, you wouldn't forget things. Me han revisado este libro, me han revisado un británico, porque ha cambiado agenda to diary. Claro, in British English, people don't say agenda para la agenda de actividades. They say diary, el diario. In American English, diary is the secret, con llave, for your secret feelings and emotions in a diary. Okay, diary. Agenda. But both in British English and American English, we use agenda for la orden del día de una reunión. The order of business, the agenda for the meeting. Point 1, point 2. Si llevaras agenda, no se te olvidarían las cosas. If you carried a diary, if you carried an agenda, you wouldn't forget things. No olvidarías cosas, y literalmente, you wouldn't forget things. Si no me tuvieras para ayudarte, fracasarías. Si no me tuvieras aquí para ayudarte, if you didn't have me to help you, you would fail. If you didn't have me to help you, you would fail. Come on, Richard, that's not true. Yeah, thanks to me, you have succeeded. To succeed and to fail, to succeed and to fail. If you don't succeed, you fail. If you don't fail, you succeed. All right. Now, if you didn't have me to help you, help you, fíjate cómo manda la P aquí. Help you, help him, help her, help me, help you. If you didn't have me to help you, you would fail. Si no llevaras gafas, serías más atractiva. If you didn't wear glasses, you would be more attractive. If you didn't wear glasses, you would be more attractive. Have you ever tried wearing contacts? Have you ever tried wearing, has probado llevar? Have you ever tried wearing contact lenses? Contact lenses? Or simply contacts? ¿Dónde están mis contactos? Se dice. Where are my contacts? Yes. I remember my sister, starting maybe when she was 13, she needed glasses, and she preferred contacts. And I remember we were in Miami Beach, with my parents. My sister was, I think my sister was 15, and I was my sister was 16, and I was 13. All right. And we were in Miami Beach. And my sister was out swimming in the Atlantic Ocean, and she lost one of her contacts in the water. Yeah, in the ocean. And she went back to the beach, and she was complaining and said, I lost a contact in the ocean. And another woman was sitting nearby. And the following day, my sister and I returned to the beach. We went back to the beach, and the woman was there, and she said, hey, by the way, did you find your contact? And my sister said, well, I lost it in the ocean. You crazy to find your contact. Contact lenses or your contacts. Si no llevaras gafas, serías más atractiva. If you didn't wear glasses, you'd be or you would be more attractive. Si esos libros fueran míos, no los prestaría a nadie. If those books were mine, I wouldn't lend them to anyone. Those books are extremely valuable. You shouldn't lend those books to anybody. If those books were mine, I wouldn't lend them to anyone. My God, you're crazy. You're lending those books. Libro prestado, libro perdido. Es un dicho en español. I guess You don't know that? Yeah. Yeah. You lend a book to a person, you never see the book again. And those books are extremely valuable. Don't lend them to anyone. I mean, if those books were mine, si esos libros fueran míos, ¿no? If those books were mine, I wouldn't lend them. I wouldn't lend them to anyone or to anybody. Si fuera rico, dejaría este empleo. If I were rich, I would quit this job. Quit or leave? I would leave. I would leave this job. If I were rich, Marta, I would retire. I would buy an island in the Caribbean. If I were rich, if I were a rich man, la da 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 da. If I were, all day long I'd biddy biddy bum. If I were a wealthy man, la ta 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 ta. Have you ever heard that song? It's from Fiddler on the Roof, Violinista en el Tejado. Fiddler on the Roof, the story of Jewish families in Russia during the second half of the 19th century, during the Tsars. Tsar Nicholas I, Tsar Alexander II or III. Yes, the pogroms, problems with poor Jewish families. All right. Si fuera rico, dejaría este empleo. If I were rich, if I were rich, I would leave this job. Si fueras rico, serías insoportable. If you were rich, you would be unbearable. Unbearable, to bear. Escrito como oso, bear. Yogi Bear. To bear is aguantar, soportar, to bear. If you were rich, you would be unbearable. Yes. I remember 2 or 3 days ago, I was talking to you about the nuclear plant, Central Nuclear de Zorita, ahora descomisionada, ya fuera, out of service. But I remember talking to the wives, las mujeres de los ingenieros de la planta nuclear de la central, and talking about their husbands. See, my husband, they didn't speak English well. My husband, he insupportable. Insupportable. So no. Insupportable, no. Unbearable. All right. Si fueras rico, serías insoportable. If you were rich, you would be unbearable. Si de mí dependiera, despediría a todo el mundo. If it depended on me, if it depended, si ello dependiese, if it depended on me, or if it were up to me, it's up to you. It's your decision. It's up to you. Te toca a ti. O sea, realmente es tu decisión. It's up to you. Now, if it were up to me, out. I would fire everyone. Yes, I would fire everyone. Yeah, hasta el badel. I would fire everyone. Out. If it were up to me. If it were up to me. If it depended on me. Me gusta más if it were, como lo dice aquí. If it were up to me, I would fire everyone. Which is not necessarily true. All right. Lo haría aunque no me pagaran. I'd do it even if they didn't pay me. Even if. Incluso si. Even if. Aunque no me pagaran. Even if they didn't pay me. I'd do it. I would do it. I'd do it even if they didn't pay me. Really? Yeah. Why? Because I like doing it. Teaching English. And well, Richard, come on. If they didn't pay you for this, would you do it? It depends. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not. All right. Lo haría aunque no me pagaran. I would do it or I'd do it even if they didn't pay me. Saldría aunque estuviera. No está lloviendo, ¿no? No. Bueno, yo saldría aunque estuviera lloviendo. Yes. Oh my God. Somebody is calling me. I forgot to turn off the sound. Huh? I have an invitation. Yeah, from Robert Grams. Who is he, Marta? I have an invitation. I will accept the invitation or reject the invitation depending on what kind of invitation it is. If it's an invitation to have a glass of wine, of course. If it's an invitation to eat green peppers, no. Sí. Vamos a tomar pimientos verdes juntos. I will reject the invitation. All right. Sorry for the interruption. All right. Where am I? Now I've lost my place. Thinking about green peppers. All right. Saldría aunque estuviera lloviendo. I would go out even if. Otro como lo anterior. Aunque no me pagaran, lo haría. I would do it even if they didn't pay me. Y saldría aunque estuviera lloviendo. I'd go out even if it were raining. Ahora escuchen lo siguiente. Saldré aunque está lloviendo. Está lloviendo. Y saldré aunque está lloviendo. I'm going out even though. No even if. Even es aunque estuviera lloviendo. Y que no está. Claro, even if. Ahora está lloviendo a cántaros. A pesar de ello. In spite of that. Even though it's raining, I'm planning to go out. All right. ¿Te sería fiel? Yo te sería fiel aunque me trataras mal. Okay. I'd be faithful even if you treated me badly. Yeah. So hold me and there's a song by So in Love, a song by Cole Porter. Like Begin to Begin. By Cole Porter, there's a song called So in Love. So taunt me and haunt me, to mistreat me, aunque me maltrates. I'm yours till the end, so in love am I with you, etc. Beautiful song, by the way, but I don't know the words by heart. I don't know the words by heart. I don't know the lyrics, pero sí dice mucho más words para la letra de una canción. I don't know the words by heart. I wish I did, but I don't. I wish I did. I don't know the words by heart. If I knew the words by heart, I would sing the song to you. If I knew the words, si supiera la letra de memoria, if I knew the words by heart, comma, I would sing it to you. I would sing the song to you. But I don't. I wish I did. Ojalá sí. Ojalá supiera. Lo supiera. I wish I did, but I don't. I wish I did, but I don't. I wish I did, but I don't. All right. Sería más fácil si... No, ¿dónde estoy? Te sería fiel aunque me trataras mal. I'd be faithful to you even if you treated me. Even if you treated me badly. O sea, malamente. Even if you treated me badly, I would be faithful. Faithful. La fe es faith. Es una cosa que mueve montañas. Faith moves mountains. Mathematics doesn't move mountains. Faith moves mountains. So I would be faithful. Say, lleno de fe. I would be faithful even if you treated me badly. Sería más fácil si no hubiera tantas faltas ortográficas. It would be easier. This book, it would be easier if there weren't so many spelling mistakes. Spelling mistakes. There's a spelling mistake. Yeah. Varita mágica con B, no, es con V. Varita mágica. Yeah. Viene con B. Varita. All right. So, yeah. It would be easier if there weren't so many. If there weren't. Insisto, hace la asociación con weren't. If there weren't so many spelling mistakes. ¿Por qué? Porque suena feo decir weren't. If there weren't so many spelling mistakes. Spelling mistakes. To spell is escribir con correcta ortografía. Spell. Estarías más guapo si tuvieras el pelo más largo. You would be prettier. Más guapa dice, prettier. You would be prettier if your hair were longer. Yeah, but Marcha's hair is long. Yeah. Marcha's hair comes down to here. Yeah. She has long hair. Very pretty. You would be prettier if you had short hair. You would be prettier. ¿Serías más guapa? ¿No estarías más guapa o serías? Serías. Bueno. You would be prettier if your hair were longer. If your hair were longer. Okay. Si tú lo hicieras, yo lo haría también. If you did it, I do it too. Yeah, if you did it, but I'm not going to do it. Are you going to do it? No? Okay, fine. No, I'm not going. If you're not going to do it, I'm not going to do it. If you're not going to do it, then I'm not going to do it either. Now, if you did it, I'd do it too. Si lo hicieras, lo haría yo también. Pero puesto que no lo vas a hacer, but since you're not going to do it, I'm not going to do it either. But I guarantee you, if you did it, I'd do it too. Si esta fuera mi última lista, lo celebraría. If this were my last list, can you imagine? If this were my last list, the last sentence of the last list, el inglés se aprende a base de mucho estudio. English is learned through a lot of study. Entre muchas cosas más. All right. It's interesting. The next to last is La guerra se ganó en el frente ruso. Toma, the war was won on the Russian front. A bit different. Okay. But I don't think we will reach the last list. La voz pasiva. I don't think we'll reach it. But if you have the book and you have the audio, you don't need me. All right. So, si esta fuera mi última lista, lo celebraría. If this were my last list, I would celebrate. Es curioso, no solemos decir celebrate it. Celebraría. Implícito el hecho de. O sea, I'd celebrate. Celebrate, dance to the music, put on some music, drinks, and celebrate. We have finished these learn to speak up, but it's not true. Si todo el mundo hablara español, no tendrías que aprender inglés. If everybody in the world spoke Spanish, you wouldn't need to speak English. Can you imagine? Starting tomorrow, you wake up tomorrow, and you wake up, and it turns out, resulta que everybody speaks Spanish. The people in Great Britain, the people in Russia, the people in Japan, the people in China, everybody, Spanish. Would you continue learning English? Would you continue? Probably not. Translation list number 5. Nope. Translation list number 6, I believe. Yes. Translation list number 6. No tengo mal aquí. Translation list number 6, page 208. Yes, page 208. Translation list 6, page 208. Me enseñaron el alfabeto. They taught me the alphabet. A, B, C, pop it up, 1, 2, 3. They taught me the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Not bad. Very fast. Now I know my ABC. Tell me what you think of me. Di lo que piensas de mí. Now I know my ABC. Tell me what you think of me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, H, I. Fíjate cómo se enlazan las cosas fonéticamente. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. 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 Q, R, S, T, U, V, V, con V. W, X, Y, and Z. Los británicos dicen Z. Entonces, destruye la rima. Now I know my ABC. Tell me what you think of me. All right, me enseñaron el alfabeto. They taught. They taught me the alphabet. Oye, devuélvemelo. Give it back to me. I gave it to you 3 months ago. Now give it back to me. Ahora, devuélvelo. Si es pago, pay it back to me. All right. Give it back to me. ¿Por qué no lo usaste? Why didn't you use it? Why didn't you? Carmenchu. Why didn't you use it? Why didn't you? Didn't you? Don't you? Aren't you? Haven't you? Mustn't you? Couldn't you? Can't you? Why didn't you? use it? ¿Por qué no lo usaste? Why didn't you use it? Why didn't you use it? ¿Cuáles fueron sus reacciones de ellos? What were their reactions? What were their, su de ellos, reactions? Así es, ¿no? Yeah, what were their reactions? All right. ¿Qué averiguaste? What did you find out? Find out. What did you find out? What did you find out? But I found out. Yes. Do you remember the song, Day Tripper? Do you remember the song Day Tripper by the Beatles? Have you ever heard the song Day Tripper? Bum ba da 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 bum ba da 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 da. Got a good reason for taking the easy. It took me so long to find out, but I found out. Tardé tanto en enterarme, pero me enteré. It took me so long to find out, but I found out. It's a beautiful sentence to practice find out. Find out, found out. Tardé tanto en enterarme de ello, pero me enteré. It took me so long to find out, but I found out. Find out, found out. All right. ¿Qué averiguaste? What did you find out? Está oscureciendo. It's getting dark. Marta, it's getting dark. We can't teach English in the dark. All right? It's getting dark. It's getting dark. No me gustó tu discurso, eh? I didn't like your speech. You didn't like my speech? No, I didn't like your speech. Cure is una cura, no? Yes, but not in this case. I didn't like your. I didn't like your speech. You didn't like my speech. I didn't like your speech. All right. Me enseñaron el cuadro. They showed me the picture. Me enseñaron el alfabeto. They taught me. Claro, enseñar didácticamente is to teach. Enseñar mostrando is to show. So, me enseñaron el cuadro. They showed me the picture. Really? Yeah, they showed me the picture. Good. No era tan grande como yo creía. It wasn't as big as I thought. It's very small. Yeah. You see, a friend of mine stole the Mona Lisa from the Louvre in Paris. The Mona Lisa is in La Gioconda, the famous painting by Leonardo da Vinci. Okay. Now, a friend of mine stole it last week, and he showed it to me. And to tell you the truth, it was pretty small. You know, I said, my God, it's small. You know, that's not the Gioconda, by the way, but it's Pierre Monet. But in any case, I was surprised at how small it is. Okay. Yes. No era tan grande como yo creía. It wasn't as big as I thought. It wasn't as big as I thought. Giraron en la primera esquina. They turned at the first corner. Volvieron a su país. They returned to their country, or they went back to their country. They went back to their country. They returned to the country. Todos se alegraban. Everybody was glad. Everybody was glad. Why? Everybody was glad that they returned to their country, that they went back to their country. Everybody was glad. Todo el mundo se alegraba. Everyone was happy. No convoqué la reunión. I didn't call the meeting. Why not? Why didn't you? Otro hijo de Carmenchu. Why didn't you call the meeting? Well, I didn't call the meeting because it's not necessary. Tenían hambre. They were hungry. Why were they hungry? Because they didn't have any food. And why didn't they have any food? Because nobody gave them any food. And why didn't anyone give them any food? Any dos veces aquí. Why didn't anybody give them food? Why didn't anybody give them any food? I don't know why. They were hungry. Tenían hambre. Me lo dieron. They gave it to me. Did they give it to you? Yeah. Did they give it to you? Yeah, they gave it to me. When did they give it to you? Well, they gave it to me yesterday. Oh. Where did they give it to you? They gave it to me here in the studio. And why did they give it to you? My God, you ask a lot of questions. When did they give it to me? Where did they give it to me? Why did they give it to me? Well, they gave it to me because it's mine. They gave it to me. They gave it to me because it belongs to me. That's why they gave it to me. Es por eso por lo que me lo dieron. That's why they gave it to me. That's why they gave it to me. They gave it to me yesterday here because it's mine. No lo perdí. I didn't lose it. Hey, did you lose it? No, I didn't lose it. Are you sure you didn't lose it? Well, of course I didn't lose it. The black pencil. I don't know if the black pencil is back. Yeah. I don't know how many pencils we have. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? 2, 4, 6, 8. ¿A quién agradecemos? 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? All right. 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. We're still missing a pencil, Marta. Maybe in the next class.